Hey guys! Okay, so today I'm going to do a look from the what is it? I'm sorry, Venomous Villains collection. And I know that, and I'm going to use the mineral shadows and, you know, a bunch of the products, and I'm going to talk about the new Prolong Wear foundation and some other tips and tricks, of course, like I do in my videos. But I was just going to let you guys know that I'm not going to do a haul video on the Venomous Villains because I know you've seen it like all over the place, just, you know, it's like Venomous Villains overload. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to list all the products that I bought from the collection on my blog, and I don't know, maybe just a few thoughts about why I bought it and maybe a few thoughts about why I didn't buy the products that I didn't buy. I think most of you who are subscribed to me are more interested in which products I chose and why, rather than, you know, seeing the products for the first time. I'm sure you've seen them all over the place in the past week. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And there will be a link to my blog down here in the underbar. And I'll also put a link to the MAC Cosmetics website if you do want to see the products and what they look like, if you've somehow been on another planet and haven't seen any swatches or don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to put the link down below to MAC Cosmetics so you can go and check out the products there. Most of everything is sold out, so you know, you might have to wait till they restock, or you know, it'll be on sale for hundreds of dollars on eBay, or you know, I don't know how you're going to get your hands on it. But good luck with that. If you want to see how to get this look, then just stay tuned. Start out with a Pearlglide liner by MAC in Almost Noir, which is Almost Noir, and that's what it looks like. I'm going to put this all over my lid. I've got a clean 217. Just going to blend around the edges. And I'm going to take the mineralized shadow in My Dark Magic, and I'm going into this lighter pink side, this one on this side, with my 272 brush. Put that right on the lid. Just tapping. Take my 217 again and blend around the edges. I'm going to take some of the Bold and Brash pigment, super hot pink, matte hot pink color, 224 brush. Put that right just above the crease, blending it upward, just back and forth motions. Take that same 272 that I used on the lighter color in this duo, and I'm going to go into the brighter side over here, this purple side. And that's going to go right on this outer edge, a little further up than the first color and over. .217. That 224 that I used the Bold and Brash with, and just go over that edge slightly. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that 272 again, and I'm going to spray it with Fix Plus. I'm going to go into the darker side again. Tap that over that edge. Just a little bit more intense in color. You guys definitely want to do your foundation after you do this kind of mineral shadow, because it has pretty good amount of fallout, especially if you're using them dry. If you use them wet, you'll have a little bit less, but when you put them on dry, you will have some fallout. I'm going to take my MSF in Peticoat. Looks like so. Gorgeous. And my 224 again. Just going to dust it off. And right, almost the same place where I put Bold and Brash. I'm going to go right over that part, a bit higher, almost to the brow highlight. I mean, almost under the brow. I'm going to take Mylar and my Sonia Kashuk large shader right under the brow. I'm going to take my Almost Noir pencil again, put that into the lower lash line. I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 liner in Ransom, put that right on the inner corner. I'm just going to use a small pencil brush just to blend that a little bit. I'm going to go back into Peticoat with this little brush, put that right over that purple. There you go, it's more glowy. I'm going to take Feline and line the waterline. Tight line also. I'm going to use my pen Ultimate in Rapid Black. I'm going to curl my eyelashes. And I'm going to use my Rimmel Sexy Curves because it's purple and it matches my look. Now I like this mascara. Since I'm digging that Peticoat color, I'm going to take my little pencil brush again, pick it up again. I'm going to put it right underneath our little wing on the edge there. And there you go. That's just one of a variety of looks that you can create using the new mineralized shadows from the MAC Venomous Villains collection, specifically Maleficent, the mineral eyeshadows. So yeah, let me close my eyes so you can see. Okay, yeah, and if you want to see what I'm going to do on the rest of my face, just stay tuned. Okay guys, I'm going to put a bit more foundation on because I kind of wiped away all that fallout and my makeup's all uneven now. And I am using the new MAC Prolong wear. I have to do a product rave on that, and I'll just tell you guys really quickly, it is amazing. It does not move, and no makeup stays on me, nothing, because I'm so oily. And everything separates. Studio Fix, I mean, you name it, I've tried it. You guys know I have a lot of foundations that claim to be waterproof, all that stuff. They all separate and come off. I have to touch up multiple times a day. My face ends up looking, you know, cakey in some areas because I've touched up, you know, by the end of like 8-10 hours. It's terrible. It's like something that I'm constantly working on. That's why I have so many foundations, because I'm constantly trying to find, you know, that perfect product, and this is a perfect product. I absolutely adore it. It's very thin, or light in the coverage. Actually not in the coverage, it just feels light. It's a medium to full coverage. It's a medium kind of buildable coverage is what they say. And it definitely is. And the reason why you can build it so nicely is because when you put on your first application of it, it's fairly sheer. You can still see some imperfections, but it's set so well that when you go back and add, it actually builds like it's supposed to. Now I really understand what the meaning of the word build means because I never really understood that with my other foundations. I would build it, you know, on my face, but it never really stuck like this sticks. So you can build this to a full coverage, or you can build it in the areas where you need it. If you've seen some of my videos in the past, I'll put on my foundation and then I'll go back with a concealer and conceal these areas right here where I need a little more concealing. But with this, I can just add the product there, use it like I used my concealer, and it covers beautifully. It's a very matte finish, so if you're dry, I know you're probably going to want to use it because it's so amazing. So what I recommend if you're dry is to definitely moisturize like crazy, exfoliate. I know you're probably like, I do that. So what you're going to do before you do your foundation is get some Fix Plus, spray yourself down like till you're practically dripping, really wet. and then go in your foundation and buff it right into, you know, the wetness. Let it set, and then go ahead and add a little bit more where you need it. That's really the only way that you're going to really get a decent finish out of this product, because it does dry, you know, down to a very matte finish. So hopefully that'll work for you. I've used it on a couple of people and that seemed to work. So hopefully it'll work for you too. Okay, anyway, I'm totally going on a ramble. But yeah, and I'm really liking using the 130 brush or the just your basic 190. This one works really well too. I like both of those, and I've tried several of my brushes with it, but I kind of like this one just because you can use that stippling type of motion with this one a little bit easier than the 190. And I just want to say one other thing about it. My blush and my highlighter actually stay on as well. I used to, you know, constantly be on the hunt for a blush that stayed on, and like cream blushes and stuff like that, you know, just constantly trying to find something that's going to stay. And now I know it wasn't my blush, it was my foundation that wasn't staying on, and it was taking the blush right off. So now my blush even stays on, which is really nice because I can enjoy, you know, the color of it all day and not, you know, pass by a mirror and scare myself. Okay, I am going to use my Touche Eclat. It's a YSL kind of Radiant Touch concealer slash highlighter. If you have really dark circles under your eyes, this is probably not going to be enough coverage for you. Although they do come in peachy tones and pinky tones, so you can correct it somewhat, and you can use it over a concealer if you want to kind of diffuse lines and stuff like that and highlight. Anyway, this is color number 2. Just buff it out with my 224. Then tap it with my finger to melt the product into the skin. I know my pronunciation is not the best on the YSL products, but what do you expect? I'm a Southern girl from the United States, so forgive me. Even though I am from Louisiana, which, you know, they speak French there, but it's more of a broken French. It's kind of a slang French. Let's see, and I'm going to use my Medium Plus mineral powder. I've gone down from medium dark because I'm transitioning to fall. Alright, we're going to contour a little bit with just a darker powder. You can use a mineral powder in dark or deep dark, depending on your skin tone, or even medium dark if you're very fair, to contour. You don't have to use a contouring product. There's no rules. Do what you like. Use your imagination. Think outside the box. And I am going to use for my blush the Cruella de Vil Darkly My Dear. It's a beautiful mauve color. Just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's see, I'm going to take Peticoat. Again, I've been using this throughout the tutorial. And my fan brush. I'm going to pop that right at the highest plane of my cheek. Just lightly. Just sweeping it down, back and forth. Probably the obvious choice would be the Violetta, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the Innocence Beware. It's from the Cruella de Vil. Let me see. I think it reminds me of Modesty. Let me see what I have. It's actually more like Shy Girl. Almost identical. Shy Girl's a Creamsheen also. I'll show you. The one on the right is Shy Girl, and the one on the left is Beware. Might be a little lighter in tone. Yeah, it's a little lighter. Actually, yeah, it's more pink. It looks a lot more different when you swatch it than when you're just looking at it. See there? The one on the left is Innocence Beware, and the one on the right is Shy Girl. Okay, so they're nothing alike. Okay, I'm going to do Stripdown liner. I'll zoom in so you guys can see. I'm going to do the Creamsheen gloss in Boy Bait. I think that's the perfect color. There you go. So that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye!